These are the 3 things keeping you stuck where you are. Hi everyone, I'm Bhavika. Thanks for tuning in to the It's a Vibe podcast. Please stick around to the end of the episode for a very special offer. Without further ado, let's get into it. So these are the 3 things keeping you stuck somewhere you don't belong, somewhere you don't want to be, stuck somewhere that you currently are. And the first thing is your old vehicle. And I don't actually physically mean your car. This is the thing that you thought would get you to where you wanted to be, but it didn't. And for most of us, this was school. Just because you went to school does not mean you will be successful, happy, wealthy, or fulfilled. And we now know that. So you need a new vehicle, a new way to get to where you want to be. You might have thought it was school, but now maybe that you're in the real world, or maybe that you're in school and you're seeing that you're not really learning everything you need to know, you need a new vehicle, a new option. And your best option now is self-education. You need to learn to love learning, especially on your own. The more you educate yourself, the less fear you have, and the more clarity and opportunities you will gain. Learning is your golden ticket to freedom. Jim Kwik says, if knowledge is power, then learning is your superpower. Self-education is the key to a life of success. So that is number 1. You need a new vehicle. Number 2 is your belief about your own ability to use this new vehicle. What are your thoughts about learning new things? How do you feel about having to learn something on your own? Do you even believe that you are smart? Do you think you're a good student that can learn well, that can learn fast, that can learn effectively? Are you a good learner? Do you consider yourself to be one? School had a huge impact on you. Those were all of your developmental years, and it's definitely had some sort of impact on who you are and especially how you learn. And you see, a lot of your adult life is learning to undo the damage that school had on you. And for many of us, school harmed or damaged our relationship with learning. And we don't even realize it, which is the scary part sometimes. It made us not really enjoy or want to learn freely. It almost made it feel like learning was a chore or something that we have to do instead of something that we get to do. So what are your beliefs around learning? And more specifically, do you believe that you are smart enough to learn anything, to learn something that could potentially change your life, or maybe even change the world? And here's the catch. Learning comes so natural to us. It's really who we are. And the one thing that makes learning come to you in a way that you love is to start learning about yourself first. When you learn more about yourself, you learn who you really are, how you best learn, what you want to learn, and you build a stronger connection to yourself. That is when all other learning changes. That is when all other learning becomes enjoyable. You change your experience, you change your relationship with learning. But learning about yourself is not like the learning you do anywhere else. It's an inward experience, and you cannot be bad at that. You can't be bad at learning about yourself. And you are actually the best at learning about yourself. And that is the key to helping you move forward. You can't be bad about learning about yourself, and you are honestly the best person to really know and connect to who you really are. Tony Robbins says that happiness equals progress. The more you learn about yourself, the more progress you will make, the happier you will be. So that is number 2. Number 3 is the false beliefs you have about the things that you think are keeping you from where you really want to be. These tend to be the excuses we make up about the things that are outside of us or outside of our control. For example, I'm so busy, I don't have any time to learn outside of my busy schedule. Or I don't have the money to invest in learning that thing and I can't learn it on my own. Or I don't even know where to start. This is exactly why you need to learn about yourself first. So you can become aware of these limitations, where you can become aware of these excuses that you are making that are holding you back from what you deserve. You have to first realize that that is something that's stopping you in order for you to move past that thing that is actually stopping you. And so you need to overcome that internal negative self-talk that is keeping you stuck and is stopping you from stepping out of your comfort zone. And you can only do that when you begin to learn more about yourself. And this is the interesting part, is that all external excuses that your mind makes up are completely irrelevant when it comes to you doing the inner work. Because that change you're looking for starts from within you. It's an internal shift first. And no external excuse or cause can keep you from going inward and getting to know yourself better. Nothing can stop you from learning more about you. Nothing can get away of that experience. Nothing can get in the way of you developing a stronger connection to yourself. It's a choice you make for yourself to better yourself. The excuses you use, money, time, someone else, someone you know, or something else, they're not relevant excuses, because learning about yourself is free. It's something you do all of the time throughout your whole life experience, and it's something you can do completely on your own. And so the three things holding you back are, number one, your old way of doing things that don't work but you continue to do. Number two is your belief about your own ability to achieve great things, the things that are stopping you. And number three, the things outside of you and your control that you blame for not being where you want to be. And so those are the three things that could be keeping you stuck and holding you back. And so now, here are 3 secrets you can start doing today that will help you get unstuck and move toward that dream of yours. Number 1 is just to realize, just to become aware that you weren't taught everything that you need to know about being happy, about being successful or fulfilled, and that now you are surrounded with opportunities to help you fill in those gaps, that you can now learn something that could change your life. And it's something that you didn't necessarily know before, and that's exciting. And so number 2 is to change your relationship with learning. When you change your relationship with learning, you will change your life. Self-education is a key. It's a necessity in today's world. And so start to believe that you are someone that enjoys learning and see how much it can truly help you. Become obsessed with personal development and learning about yourself, and watch your life change. And number 3 is to stop making excuses for yourself and to just start focusing on solutions and belief. Know that that shift comes from within you. And when you start building a deeper connection to yourself, when you start to believe in yourself, nothing in the outside world can stop you. And now I know that can be scary. That process can be tough, especially when you first begin to learn about yourself, because you might have to start confronting some things, some things that you've been avoiding for a while or denying, things that you've been scared to face. And that is why it is so helpful to learn how to best do this. To learn first how to learn about yourself, so that way you can implement it without feeling lost or scared and backing away and not doing it. You don't have to tackle this completely on your own. I went through a really rough time where I was completely lost and just stuck, mainly stuck in my head. I couldn't shake it, and I couldn't even escape my own mind, and I just knew I had to do something. And that's when I turned to self-education. That's when I turned to learning. Because at first, I realized that I was missing something, that I was missing out on knowing something about life that I wasn't taught before. And I knew that there was something that I needed to learn, or that I could learn, that could help me. And I knew that I wasn't taught really how to deal with these negative thoughts and emotions. And that's when I really began to switch my focus towards secret number 1, which is I started learning. And when I started learning, I started to see more opportunity, because the more I knew, the more knowledge I gained, the more I got excited about what could happen. And secret number 2 was when I began to learn more about myself, when I started to learn not just anything, I genuinely started to learn about who I was and what was going on inside of me. And I got obsessed with the results. I got obsessed with what that did for me. And I saw the changes immediately because I started to change within first. And that led me to secret number 3, which is that big internal shift. I call it my epiphany moment, the aha, the light bulb, the realization, the awakening, the breakthrough that changed everything for me. And now I teach that exact same thought process I use that helped me get unstuck and find that big idea that changed my life. In just 5 days, I will show you a new mindset that you can practice and adopt that helps you tune inward, tune into your thoughts and emotion, and makes you more aware of yourself, which means you will naturally become more aware of what's meant for you. It's completely free. It's starting Monday, February 28th to Friday, March 4th. It's the Know What You Want challenge. All you have to do is go to www.itsavibe.ca/challenge or click the link in the description. Put in your email and join the Facebook group and you are in. If you know you're meant for something bigger, but you're stuck somewhere you don't belong, somewhere you don't want to be, it's time to move. It's time to decide. Do you want to stay there forever? Or are you ready to learn something that will change the direction of your life? Click the link and sign up at www.itsavibe.ca/challenge or click the link in the description and join me Monday, February 28th. It's completely free to register, completely free to show up. I hope you hurry over and save your spot now, and I cannot wait to see you there. And thank you to everyone who has already signed up. I'm so excited to share this with you because it made such a big difference in my life, and I know it can make a difference in yours. So let's make that change happen together. Sign up now, click the link in the bio, and I will see you there. Thanks for listening, everyone. I appreciate it so much. Love you all. Peace and love.